sitting there like, Sarah, if he's calling you again, he's calling you to argue with you. I don't know, like, you don't have to let him do that to you. You can just not answer the phone, because there's nothing you can say that you haven't already said to him.
This is Liam McAtasney, and the person he grew up with, trusted, and called a friend would end up dead by his hands. He had known Sarah Stern since they were 6 years old, since Sunday school, since grammar school, since the kind of childhood friendship that most people would call unbreakable. They grew up together in Neptune, New Jersey, part of the same tight-knit friend group. To everyone around them, Liam was just Sarah's oldest friend. But for at least 6 months, Liam had been planning to kill her. Sarah's mother had passed away from cancer in 2013, leaving behind a lockbox that Liam was convinced held tens of thousands of dollars in cash. He wanted that money, and he wanted Sarah gone. He had even pitched the plan out loud, telling his filmmaker friend Anthony Curry on Thanksgiving 2016 that he had an idea for a movie. A guy strangles a girl, steals her inheritance, and throws her body off a bridge. Curry thought it was just Liam being Liam, a little eccentric, always spinning ideas. He didn't think twice about it.
911, where's the emergency?
Yeah, not an emergency. Actually on the Belmar Bridge, right after heading south in the middle of the bridge, there's a car that's abandoned. It's off to the side of the road, but...
The Belmar Bridge being the 35 bridge?
Yeah, the 35 bridge would be going from north going south.
Into Belmar?
Into Belmar, yeah.
Right. Hey, did you pass the midpoint? Because up to the midpoint is Neptune, and after the midpoint is Belmar.
So, yeah, Neptune, actually. Technically, it was after... It looked like it was more on the Neptune side.
So what kind of car is it?
Kind of looks like an old, beat-up, light tan-colored, like, sedan.
And what was your name, sir?
So if it's okay, I'd just rather be anonymous.
And this is your cell number?
Yeah, I'm driving Uber and Lyft tonight, so I just figured I'd give a call in, because it's kind of hard to see, I think, if you're coming the other way.
And was there anybody inside the vehicle?
I looked, no.
Okay.
Unless they were sleeping. I couldn't see them by their head being up. Nobody looked like they were in it.
1 week later, on December 2nd, 2016, 19-year-old Sarah Stern vanished. Her car was found abandoned on the Route 35 bridge over the Shark River Inlet in Belmar. Keys still in the ignition, staged to look like a suicide. Her body was never recovered. What started as a missing persons case quickly stalled. Investigators had little to go on, but just hours after Sarah disappeared, they had already placed Liam McAtasney in front of a camera. And when they asked him what he knew about Sarah's whereabouts, he looked them in the eye and told them she had been talking about moving to Canada. That's when detectives knew something wasn't right, and Liam McAtasney was brought in for questioning.
You have to work today, or you're off? I'm off. You're off. Yeah, I actually have supposed to have school all day, but I emailed all my professors, and they said it's fine if I don't come in this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going to go in?
This whole thing is so on. I don't know. Not in the right state of mind. Yeah. Be taking finals this week.
Okay. Grab your contact information.
Okay.
Send it Liam, Liam.
Yep. Last name McAtasney.
What's your home address name?
It's 11 Holly Street.
In Neptune City, right?
Yep.
And your date of birth?
It's 7/29/1997.
97.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your cell phone number again?
848-218-3943.
43.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've met John before?
Multiple times.
Yeah. I'm Brian. I'm a detective with the prosecutor's office. Nice to meet you.
Brian.
So the reason why I'm here is anytime there's a significant case in a municipality, the detective from the prosecutor's office is assigned to work with the municipal department, in this case, Belmar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm here. I think you met Wayne. Did you meet Wayne?
Yeah. Who was that? Who was over my house? Yeah.
Wayne works with me, and he was down here over the weekend.
Okay.
So we appreciate you coming down to talk to us. Obviously, we're very concerned about Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to talk to you in some greater detail about what information you know about where she is. All right. Who do you live with, Liam?
I live with my roommate, Preston Taylor.
Preston Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he friends with Sarah also?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, we all went to high school together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you working now?
Brennan Steakhouse in Neptune City. I also work at Free Willy. It's a Christmas tree place in Wall.
What's it called? Free Willy?
Free Willy.
Any place else?
No. I'm trying to get a job over here at 10th Ave Burrito.
Okay. And where did you graduate from high school?
At Neptune High School.
Okay. What year?
2015? Yes. 2 years ago.
So we're in 2016. So
yeah, 14. I'm not sure. But yeah, 2014.
2014?
Yeah. I'm in my second year of college, so yeah.
Okay. And you go to Brookdale, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What are you studying there?
Psychology. I want to pursue some kind of career in law enforcement.
You do?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. How long have you known Sarah?
First grade.
Since first grade?
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually homeschooled until 7th grade, but we went to CCD together in Bradley Beach.
Okay.
That's where I first met her.
All right. And what's the extent of your relationship?
I would say we're pretty close friends. More over the summer than during the winter, but we've still been pretty close.
Okay.
She actually, I'm a lifeguard in Bradley Beach. She was a badge checker, so I saw her pretty much every day over the summer.
Okay. You guard in Bradley?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's where she was badge checker?
Yep.
Okay. What beach?
Anywhere. All over the place.
They move you around?
Yeah.
Same thing with her?
Yeah. She'd be all over the place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was she ever your girlfriend?
No. We actually have reason to believe that she could be a lesbian. That's what I've always thought.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Never hooked up with her or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Do you know her ever to date anybody before?
No. Actually. It's weird. She just seems really like immature. You know, like she's not interested in that kind of stuff. She's more interested in playing video games or something like that. I don't know.
Does she talk about guys?
No. She actually gets grossed out. She doesn't. Most of her girlfriends have kind of left her over the years. After everything that she went through with her mom, and she's continued to go through with her dad. And it's just been kind of like the boys hanging out with her. And if we were to bring up anything about sex, she's always grossed out.
When you say grossed out, what do you mean?
Like repulsed, like, oh, don't say that, oh, it's gross. Anything about sex in general.
And your conversations about sex would be in what context? Like
just joking around, you know.
Okay. Make just comments or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she ever talk about liking guys or?
Not that I know of.
Girls?
No. She has been known to obsess over girls in the past, though. One of my ex-girlfriends, a few years ago, she was completely obsessed with her right around the time her mom had cancer and was dying. And she just would always say stuff like, Maggie, if you don't come here right now, I'm going to kill myself. Or, I mean, you guys know about the Drapers, right? Robin Draper. You spoke to her. There have been multiple occasions where my ex-girlfriend Maggie has had to go to the Draper's house to help her with either her dad. I can't say for sure if her dad was going to do something, but there has been a few occasions where she said, my dad's going to hurt me or I'm going to hurt myself in the past. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is it's just she can obsess over girls. And this YouTube thing that she has going, she's obsessed with these YouTubers, and most of them are now lesbians. So I don't know if they were her role models. I don't know. I don't know if how her family would have taken it if she were to come out and say it, because she's always been, I don't know. I called her a tomboy the other day. I guess that would be a good way to describe her.
Okay. Now, does she work now?
No. She's had multiple jobs in Ipton City that she's...
Right away, Liam settles in a little too comfortably. He's polite, cooperative, almost eager. And when he hears the detective wants a career in law enforcement, he volunteers that he does too. But what stands out is what he does with Sarah. Within minutes, he's quietly building a picture of a girl who is unstable, isolated, possibly suicidal, and confused about her sexuality. Nobody asked. He just starts painting that picture.
Okay. Now, does she work now?
No. She's had multiple jobs in Ipton City that she's either been fired from or quit from over the past few years.
What kind of jobs?
She worked at Bruno's in Ipton City. She worked at Great Wall in Ipton City. I think she might have worked in the ice cream shop too. These are all businesses in Ipton City, but not for a long period of time. I've never known her to be able to hold a job.
She gets let go?
Yeah.
Or she quits?
Both. I know Bruno's let her go. I'm not too sure. I guess she just wasn't good at her job. I don't know.
Okay. What about school?
She hasn't been going to school. She went to Brookdale last semester, and she just didn't even sign up for classes. Not last semester. Yeah, last year she did a full year of school, and this year she hasn't even registered for classes.
You know why?
Canada, I guess. She's just been saying she needs to get away, go to Canada, get away from her dad.
Is she in Canada?
I couldn't tell you. I can honestly tell you that. I'm one of her closest friends, and I have no idea why she wouldn't tell me anything before she left. Like the last time I say goodbye to her, it was just like any other day. Like, see you later, I gotta go to work. Nothing. She didn't say anything. But that week, many of her relatives had been over the house, and I think her name was Michelle, or I don't know, started with an M, but I just remember hearing Sarah say, this might be the last time I see you, because I might be in Canada by the next time. Something along those lines.
Who did she say that to?
Started with an M. It might be Michelle, it might be Michaela.
Who was that?
It's her Aunt Shirley's daughter.
Aunt Shirley's daughter?
Yeah, that's what I know.
You know her?
I met her once. I've met Shirley a few times over the years.
So she didn't sign up for classes this year?
No.
Okay. What does she do during the day?
Stay
I mean,
inside.
you work and you go to school.
Yeah.
What does she do? I work.
She stays inside. She draws. She watches YouTube videos. She walks her dog.
What kind of YouTube videos does she watch?
There's these YouTubers. Grace Helbig is one. Hannah Hart is another one. And she goes to all these conventions to talk to them and meet with them. And they've actually all come out and said something about her in the past week, I guess. I mean, after she went missing. And she just, I'm sorry. It's hard to think, but
What do they use YouTube?
they literally just all get drunk together, make Christmas sweaters, I don't know. Just, it's a variety of different things.
What do they do on YouTube?
They just make videos of themselves, whatever it is that they're doing. If it's a skit, if it's just them talking. Usually,
does she make videos of herself?
I know that she's talked about doing it in the past. I had no idea if she actually has.
What kind of videos?
Something related to comedy. I think that's the whole thing. She just wanted to be like them. She wanted to be like a big YouTuber.
Are you into YouTube?
I had a YouTube channel in like 7th grade, but I haven't really done too much.
Right. How often would you speak to her?
At least once a week. Or, yeah, I would say at least once a week.
So you don't talk every day?
No, not every day, but we're pretty close.
How about text? How often would you guys text?
Pretty often. It was usually just a quick phone call, though, like, hey, you want to grab something to eat with me real quick, or you want to go to the movies or something along those lines. Because I got school and work and try to find some time to have a social life in between.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No. The last girlfriend I had was over the summer.
And what kind of car did you know Sarah to drive?
She drove. I couldn't tell you the model, but it's a beat up old grandma's car.
Have you been in that car?
Yeah, I was actually in her car on Friday.
How long has she been driving that?
Since she got her license. She actually didn't get her license though for a while. I think she might have. I remember her saying that she was just going to get her, like, I guess 18-year-old license, like recently, the past few weeks, because she just got her license like a year ago.
So she's only been driving for about a year?
Yeah. Her dad just wouldn't pay for the driving school, from what I understand.
Okay.
Just never got around to it.
And who are Sarah's friends other than yourself?
Pretty much just all the Neptune City kids. Went to Woodrow Wilson. Say my brother. Billy McAvoy, Robert Santamon. I could give you a whole list of names.
Who's your best friend?
I would say Robert Santamon.
What's his name?
Robert. Saint. S-T. Amon.
S-A-I-N-T?
No, just S-T.
Oh, S-T.
I believe. Yeah. S-T. Amon. I couldn't spell it for you. I went to Woodrow Wilson with him.
He lives in Neptune City now?
Yeah, he was in Neptune City. We all went to high school together until he dropped out. And I haven't really seen him.
So you think that's her best friend?
Yeah.
Does she talk to him often?
Yeah. I mean, more than she talks to me. But I know that she has a lot of internet friends. And the fact that she doesn't I mean, I don't know too much about it, but the fact that she's inside most of her days, just on the computer, I think that she definitely could have a lot of close friends that I don't know about.
Okay. So what do you guys have in common? What do you guys talk about? What do you guys do when you hang out?
Video games, comics, movies.
Are you into video games?
Yeah, definitely.
Comics?
Yeah.
Movies?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Music. I mean, we don't really have the same taste in music, but we're just childhood friends. We can talk about whatever.
Does your mom know her?
Yeah, definitely. My mom's been a pretty big role in her life since her mom passed away a few years ago. All the Neptune City moms, like that are my group of friends, their moms have always been there for Sarah.
Did you know Sarah's mom?
I did. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. How many phones did you know Sarah to have?
Just the one green iPhone.
Is it green?
Green iPhone, yeah.
You say green?
Yeah, it would.
Like a green case?
It's an iPhone color or iPhone C. So the
iPhone like a 5C?
Yeah. Like the front of it would be like this, but the back would be all green.
Okay.
And I also know that she has a case around the phone that has pretty much her wallet. It should have all of her credit cards or driver's license or whatever else she kept in it.
What color is that?
Brown. I believe it's something relating to Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter case?
Yeah.
He keeps building the same story. Sarah was aimless, unreliable, disconnected from the world around her, can't hold a job, dropped out. Talks about moving to Canada. Conveniently, he even has a witness, some relative whose name he can't quite remember, who supposedly heard Sarah say her goodbyes. It's a tidy little narrative, and he's not telling it because the detectives asked. He's telling it because he needs them to believe she simply walked away on her own.
Do you know her family?
Yeah, I know some of her family.
You know her dad?
Mm-hmm.
What's her relationship like with her dad?
Not good.
And when you say not good, what do you mean?
I can't say that anything's ever gotten violent, but I know that there's a lot of fighting all the time. It's just constant fighting between her and her father.
What's the fight about?
Anything. I was with her a week ago, and she broke the key to her house, and her dad called her. She had it on speaker yelling at her. Couldn't believe that she did it, right? And then she hangs up the phone, and he calls her right back again and has the same exact conversation like they didn't do it. They did that 3 or 4 times right in front of me. And the dad just had no recollection that they had already had that argument before. And I was just sitting there like, Sarah, if he's calling you again, he's calling you to argue with you. I don't know. Like, you don't have to let him do that to you. You can just not answer the phone because there's nothing you can say that you haven't already said to him.
So she broke her house key?
Yeah. She bent it.
And how did he find out that happened?
She told him, I guess. I guess she texted him or something.
You heard the conversation?
Yeah, I was right in front of her.
Tell us about what was the conversation like?
It was just, Sarah, how did that happen? Oh, well, I put the key in the lock and I turned it and I must have bent it somehow. But how did that happen? But how does that happen? Just like he didn't even hear what she was saying. And then I actually went to Home Depot with her that day to try to get it to fix the spare key, and it wouldn't work on the door. So there was a bunch of phone calls about that, fighting over that. We tried to go back again, and it was just the front of the key was bent up a little bit, a tiny bit. So I guess when they were copying the key, it was not the same. I don't know, but
what was his demeanor like with her?
it would escalate very quickly. It would go from friendly to just argumentative.
How about during that key conversation? Was he screaming at her, shouting?
Yep. Yeah, he was really angry.
And what was how was her response?
She was just completely shutting down, and I was telling her, you can't let your dad control you and have this kind of effect on you, because this is what he wants to do. He wants to control you, and you can't let him do that.
What kind of things, aside from that incident, has she spoken to you about regarding her dad?
I know that when her mom died, she had money that was supposed to go to her, and her dad took that from her. That's kind of been the big thing over the years that she's always said. The dad took money from her. Dad took money from her. She definitely has some trust issues, because over the past few weeks, she's been just packaging things up in containers and moving them to other people's houses. I actually have some containers in my basement right now. I know that there were containers in the Drapers. I know there were containers in the Reynolds house.
How many containers did she move to your house?
I believe there's 3 in my basement, 3 or 4.
What kind of containers?
They're just big gray containers.
Like bins?
Yeah, bins, yeah. And then there's one.
What did you look at?
I haven't looked in them, but I could tell you that one of them was just a plastic. There was a clear one, red top on it, and the whole inside of it was just VHS tapes. I don't know why she would package up. I mean, the container's this big, just full of VHS. I don't know why anyone would need a VHS tape.
Where are they in your house?
They're just in my basement.
Why did she give those to you?
Because she didn't want her dad to have them.
Did she tell you that?
Yeah. That's been her whole reason for moving things. When I initially called her on Friday, she said, I asked her if she could get food, and she said she couldn't do it yet because she was packing up some of her mom's stuff, and she needed to move it to the Drapers before her dad got home.
So she also moved stuff to the Drapers?
Yeah.
How many bins over there?
I think it was just 2.
And where else did she put them?
The Reynolds. This is my mom telling me this, because I didn't even know about this. But it was. She mentioned the name the Reynolds. I know that it was another family member.
Where do the Reynolds live?
I think they live in Bradley Beach. I'm not too sure. Or Neptune City. I know there is. You know what? I think there's a family in Neptune City. There's a boatyard. Do you know where Memorial Park is?
Mm-hmm.
You go all the way down that street towards like Kelly's. There's a boatyard. Across the street from that is my cousin's house, the Bakers. There's a house with a huge yard on the corner, and I think that's the Reynolds. That's their house.
So how long has she been packing up these bins?
Weeks. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I only really started to help her over the past week because I guess her dad was on vacation. So I, about her Avon house. Mm-hmm. I had taken a few trips over to her Avon house to just grab a couple things, just meaningless stuff like candles. She took a Halloween decoration of a grave, just stuff that has just doesn't mean anything. I don't know. And she just needed to get that out before her dad got to it. And I don't know.
Do you think her behavior was odd?
Yeah. I didn't think it at first, but she's always wanted to go to Canada. She's always been obsessed with Canada. And I just didn't think anything of it at first. But
Well, why wouldn't she just go to Canada?
that's the thing. I don't know. She has everything that she could need to go to Canada. Doesn't have to go to school, doesn't have a job. I don't understand why if she was going to go, she wouldn't have just gone. I don't understand why
Did she ever tell you that her dad and her had any physical altercations?
No.
Did you ever ask?
I have.
What
I've always told her if her dad puts his hands on you, you need to let me know. And she would always say no. It's always been verbal argument.
Now he introduces the father, and he does it with the same quiet precision, painting him as controlling, volatile, someone Sarah desperately wanted to escape. He even has a story ready, a whole scene with the broken key and the phone calls. But then comes the detail that should stop anyone cold. Sarah had been moving her belongings to other people's houses for weeks, bins, multiple locations, and Liam helped. He was inside that house regularly, right up until she disappeared, and he's telling them that himself.
In verbal arguments.
You had asked her, you had been text messaging her, and you had asked her if he hurt you.
Yeah.
Who were you referring to when you said did he hurt you?
Her dad. Because, I don't know how long ago, I think I remember what you're talking about, but there was a night where she called me and said that she just needed to get away, and she was hysterical, and I said I didn't know if he hurt her or what happened.
And when you said did he hit you or did he hurt you, and what did she say to you?
She said, I don't even remember what she said, but
she asked you to switch over to Snapchat.
Oh, and
why
must have.
Why would she want you to flip over to Snapchat?
You can FaceTime. She has an iPhone and I have an Android, so we can't Skype or video chat, FaceTime, whatever it's called. We can't do that. So there's been plenty of times where I just have her on the phone and just be able to talk to her face to face instead of just calling her.
She asked you. She ended the conversation on text message and asked you to switch over.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand why.
I have no idea.
Did she tell you if her dad hit her that day?
She said that he didn't.
They didn't?
Yeah, because believe me, I've done nothing but just try to find out if there was any physical violence between her and her father. I've always been trying to get that out of her, and she's never told me.
What did she say about her dad's girlfriend?
She actually likes the girlfriend.
She does?
Yeah. She said nothing but good things about the girlfriend.
Okay. What does she share with you about her medical history? Any medical problems? She ever been to the hospital?
Not that I know of.
Recently, a couple months ago, was she sick in Jersey Shore? Anything like that?
No, I know her grandma was, but I don't know.
Does she take medication?
Not that I know of.
About drugs? Does she do any drugs?
From time to time, we've drank, just as a social thing. It was never something that was like a cry for help or
right.
Self-medicating.
Heroin?
No, nothing like that.
Cocaine?
No.
What else? Marijuana?
Just alcohol.
She ever smoked marijuana?
She has.
Have you smoked it with her?
Yes, I have. But
does she smoke it on a regular basis?
No,
and
definitely not.
I know that this has absolutely nothing to do with drugs. We're just interested in knowing about.
Yeah, no, he made that clear.
Yeah,
the first time we were talking.
How would she get the marijuana?
Usually from me, or for the most part, just from me. If she wanted, she would just ask me.
Did she get it from a neighbor? Did you get it from her neighbor, or would she get it from a neighbor?
I know that in the past, people that lived to the left from her, she has told me that she could get marijuana from there if she wanted to.
Whose house is that?
I have no idea. Just the people that live next door to them to the left.
About anybody else in the neighborhood?
Not that I know of. She didn't really like to entertain herself with like alcohol or drugs. It was more art, like drawing.
But she did drink, though.
She did. She has.
Did you ever see her get drunk?
Yeah, definitely.
What does she drink?
Not beer, hard alcohol.
And you said she drinks with the online community, her friends.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Do you know if she'd ever done any other drugs other than marijuana?
Not that I know of.
Have you?
No. I want to be a police officer. There's no way I would do that. But I have seen her on social media with other friends. She has told me that she's drank with friends in Canada. But she told me that when she went up to Canada, she was meeting friends, staying at a friend's house. My mom told me, I think it might have been yesterday, that her father actually had to call an Uber for her once she got to the airport, and she stayed in a hotel. So I honestly I don't even know how much.
I don't remember following you. What did you say? She went to Canada?
Yeah, so she went to Canada for the YouTubers. YouTubers are having this thing where they get together and their fans come,
right,
ask them questions, I guess. And she always made it seem like it was this big social thing with her internet friends. Like she was going to go up there and stay at one of their houses. These people that she said that they could potentially be roommates if she were to move up to Canada. And when she got to Canada, her dad had to call her an Uber. No friends picked her up.
They have Uber in Canada?
I guess so. This is my mom's information.
Okay.
I don't know how valid it is, but I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
And she stayed in a hotel that night instead of with friends. So I don't know, everything she could be telling me could be a lie. Just based on that. Because I thought she had all these friends that she was going to spend time with.
Talk to us about your, when was the last time you saw her dad, actually? How long ago?
Easily 2 or 3 weeks ago. I remember we went to a movie and I was dropping her off and I just real quick waved at him and he left.
Did he wave back?
Yeah.
Do you have a good rapport with him?
Yeah, definitely. He's very friendly, like on the surface. In public, people know him as a very nice, friendly guy. And just from what Sarah told me, I think otherwise, but for the most part, I would say that most people think that he's friendly.
Okay. Did she ever tell you that she loves her dad? Or not? Did she ever say anything disparaging about him?
Definitely disparaging.
Like what?
Well, there was a few weeks ago. It's the grandmother's house that they live in. They had a house in Avon that they were going to live in, but it was so full of stuff that they were forced to live in the grandma's house. One of the family members came over and trimmed the bush, the walkway, up the stairs to make it easier for the grandma. And this is a direct quote. The dad said, I'll crush their skulls in and burn their houses down if they do that again. Like, he was literally threatening to kill them over a bush. That might have been the night, actually, that she Snapchatted me and was saying, the day I was asking if he hurt her or anything like that, because she was hysterical that night. And I'm not the only one that knows this. Her other family members, I know Shirley knows this. I know
You don't know who the family member was that turned the bush?
I have no idea.
She told you this?
Yeah, she told me this, and we actually even spoke about it in front of Shirley and Shirley's daughter. I can't
And what was the
remember.
quote? Father said what?
He would smash their skulls in and burn their houses down.
And you said that her dad was on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Where was he?
He was in Florida.
When did he get back?
I guess Saturday. Because that's when my mom actually went over and spoke to him. Saturday night, I believe, or it might have been Sunday.
When did you last see Sarah?
When I was leaving our house to go to work.
When was that?
Sometime before 4:45.
On what day?
Wednesday, Friday.
So you last saw her on Friday before 4:45?
Mm-hmm.
And why do you say before 4:45?
That's the time I had to be at work.
To be at? Where did you work?
Brendan's Steakhouse.
Okay. What time did you work at Brendan's?
What time did I work?
Yes. What shift?
Between 4:45, 5 o'clock, I got there, and then I was off sometime around 10 o'clock.
What do you do there?
I'm a waiter.
You drove there?
Yep.
Did you leave directly from Sarah's house and go to work?
Yeah.
So you left sometime around 4:45 in that area?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to change to go to work?
Yeah.
Where'd you change?
At my house. We literally live a block away from each other. So it was just real quick, getting changed and going to work.
Okay. And when you went to work, what were you and Sarah doing?
When I went to work?
Yeah, when you left to go to work. When you left her house.
We were just hanging out.
Maybe let's do this. Let's start.
He's still performing, still the concerned friend who's been trying to get to the bottom of things, texting her, asking about the dad, gathering information. But look at what he's actually doing. Every answer leads somewhere useful to him. The father is violent. Sarah is isolated. Her Canada trip was a lie. He's not answering questions. He's writing an exit story for her. And then, almost casually, he places himself inside her house on the last day she was ever seen alive.
Maybe let's do this. Let's start the day on Friday.
Okay.
What did you do when you woke up on Friday?
Slept in.
Till what time?
Say somewhere around noon.
Okay. What did you do when you got up?
Did some dishes, cleaned up the house. Then I called her initially, asked her if she wanted to get some food. She said she had to.
What time did you hook up with Sarah?
Sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock.
Between 1 and 2?
Mm-hmm. I went over. I helped her.
Did you go to eat?
Not yet.
Okay.
We did go to eat, but
Sure.
we initially wrapped up all of her stuff, put it in the containers, and then went across the street to the Drapers, put the stuff in their basement.
Okay.
And Sarah and I to Taco Bell.
Which Taco Bell do you know?
The one Neptune.
Do
you remember the names of the streets?
The one on Highway 33 next to
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And did you eat there?
No, we went back to her house.
Okay. Did you stay there the whole time after you went back to her house?
Yeah. We actually went up in her room and played some video games.
Where did you eat the Taco Bell?
We ate the Taco Bell in her kitchen at her table.
Okay. You went to her bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
And what video games did you play?
She had a bunch of old I don't even know what to call them. It's like a little box with like a joystick on it, maybe 2 buttons. They're like arcade games. She just plugged it into her old TV and we played those. There are a bunch of different games.
She has a TV in her.
Yeah, she has 2 actually. 2 for the old video games and 1 for her cable, I guess.
Okay. Well, were you both were playing video games?
Yeah.
That's all you did up there in her bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
You stayed up there the whole time?
He actually ended up in I think we might have been in the living room. I don't know. Because we weren't in the... She walked me out. She didn't walk me all the way out, but we weren't in her room when I left. We were playing the video games. We might have went downstairs. There was just so much stuff that she still needed to get rid of. We were just sitting around all that stuff, and then I left.
What kind of things were you talking about?
I don't even... This whole thing's just been such a blur. I can't even remember what we were talking about. Just a regular old conversation. It could have been about anything.
Did she talk to you about wanting to leave?
She had that day.
What did she say?
She just said that her dad was coming home. She had to get the stuff out, and she just needed to get to Canada.
Did you make any promises to her?
No, definitely not.
That you wouldn't tell anybody anything?
No. I had spoken about going to Canada with her over the past few weeks, but that was just kind of for emotional support, I guess. I didn't think she would actually go through with it. And I thought this whole Canada thing was just trying to escape the situation she was in, I guess, with her dad.
There's a lot of people, a lot of police officers, from the state police, to divers, to us, to the other detectives that you met over the weekend, trying to find Sarah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
there's a lot of resources involved here. I want you to make sure that I want to give you the opportunity, okay?
Yeah.
To be ahead of all this.
Mm-hmm.
If she provided you with information, if she told you something, if she told you that she was going somewhere, if she told you that she was going to do something, you need to tell us.
Yeah.
Okay?
I completely understand.
I understand that you're very close friends with her, and she confided in you a lot. None of that matters now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because all this is what we're doing is only going to escalate at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to think very hard, okay, about your conversation. Take as much time as you need.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about your conversation that you had with Sarah on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put yourself back in her house with her. And I want you to think about what the things that she said to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm. One thing I want to talk to you guys about was if she did jump off the bridge. What are the odds that she's not somewhere all the way out in the ocean by now?
I don't know.
And
Did she tell you she was going to jump off the bridge?
no. If she had told me that she was going to jump off the bridge, there would have been no way that I could have gone to work that night. I went to work and I had one of the best nights of my life. I made a bunch of money. All my tables were good. I had a great time. It definitely, I would not have been able to do that if I knew something.
Can you just hang tight right here? Let's set up a minute. Right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Leave off.
Talking about the conversation we had before I left.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of anything, but it must have been about video games. That's what we were doing.
What did she tell you, Liam, about her wanting to leave?
Nothing. Besides her wanting to go to Canada. She didn't say she had some conspiracy. She didn't say she was going to run away. She just...
You haven't told us about the bank.
Yeah.
How come you haven't told us about the bank?
Well, I told him about the bank, but...
Did you go to the bank?
I was with her.
Okay.
That's the way back from Taco Bell.
What bank did you go to?
It's in Bradley Beach, called Kearney.
Okay. And what did you do at the bank?
No idea. I didn't go in.
Stay in the car?
Yeah.
Why did she stop at the bank? What did she tell you she was stopping at the bank for?
Something to do with her money. I don't know. She had found money in the Avalon house a few months ago. And, she has a lockbox full of money in there. I don't know. She was taking money out, putting money in there.
A lockbox full of money where?
In Kearney Bank.
How do you know?
She's told me.
What did she tell you about that?
It's just that that's where her money is.
Whose money did she find?
She said that it must have belonged to her mother. What she thought was her mom left it for her, hid it in the house, so if her dad were to take her money, she would still have money left for her by her mom. That's...
How much money?
I couldn't tell you. She never told me. She said it could be... She told me a range. She said it could be from 20 grand to 100 grand. She wasn't sure.
She wasn't sure how much money she found?
Yeah.
How does that make sense to you? That you wouldn't be sure how much money you found?
Well, she told me the condition of the money was pretty bad. Like it was all stuck together. Well, it was old bills. So that could have been a reason for not knowing. I don't know if some of it was destroyed or water damage or whatever could have happened over the years.
She told you she didn't know how much it was?
Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
No.
And there it is. He can't help himself. Nobody asked about the bridge, but Liam brings it up on his own, wanting to know how far a body might float out to sea. The detective doesn't even flinch. Then comes the money, the lockbox, the exact amount Sarah told him was in there. He knows the condition of the bills. He knows where she kept it. He stayed in the car at the bank. Sure he did.
Did you ever see it?
No. If I did see any money, it was in the case that was in the safe that was in the Draper's house. There were some old dollars and coins, and I believe there was birth certificates and stuff. But we found out recently. She had asked me to help her go through her attic, try to get some of her mom's stuff out. That's when we found that safe.
Did she give you any of the money?
No. Definitely not. I do know that Robert St. Amant is another person that knows about the money besides me, though. Because she had told me that he needed to get something done with his car, and he was asking her for money. But that's the only person I know that would have an idea of how much money it would be.
What did she say about Canada on Friday?
I don't even remember if we discussed it. Everything's just like blending together at this point. It's pretty much all the same stuff. She wanted to go to bartending school so that she could be a bartender when she went to Canada. We could have discussed that day.
She wants to go to bartending school?
Yeah. That was something we were actually going to do together, because I also wanted to go to bartending school.
Earlier you had mentioned that you suspected she was a lesbian.
Yeah.
Did she tell you that she was gay?
She's never told me.
Has she recently come out of the closet?
No. I don't think she ever would. Because of her family. I don't think they would accept that.
So what makes you suspect that she's gay?
The way she acted around my ex-girlfriend, her obsession with these YouTubers, she's repulsed by talking about anything sexual. And just the fact that I don't think she ever had a boyfriend. We've tried to set her up with guys in the past. My friend Billy McAvoy, we were actually going to try to get to on a date, but that was all the way back in like 8th grade.
Okay. So, on the way back from Taco Bell, you stopped at the bank. Where else did you stop?
We went straight to the house after that. And we were at the house till I went to work. I don't even remember what time it was that we got home.
Was she on the phone at all while you were at her house?
No idea.
What do you mean?
I think if she was on her phone, I probably would have saw her phone and said, "Oh, where's my phone?" But I didn't even think about my phone for the majority of the day.
Do you remember talking to her? Do you remember her talking on the phone while you were at the house?
Not that I know of.
At any point while you were there, do you remember calling her on her phone?
No. I never called her phone. But she had been just taking calls from multiple family members over the past few weeks. Everyone saying how worried they were about her. So
Friday was the 2nd.
Somebody easily could have called her and had a conversation. I could have just thought it was a different day.
So you called her at 3:20. I'm sorry.
3:20.
No. I apologize.
Yeah, that's
first.
a little late.
That was the first.
Mm-hmm.
You called her at 12:58 on the 2nd.
Yep. That was the call to ask Taco Bell, I guess.
Do you remember her getting a call a little before 2 o'clock? Her phone rang. She answered the phone.
No idea. Could it have been Robin? Or is that no? The Draper, the person that lives across the street. Because I know that she had been contacting her that day to ask whether or not it was okay for her to store stuff in her house. So it easily could have been a call from her.
At any point were you in Sarah's backyard
Yeah.
that day? What were you doing back there?
I actually left and went out the back way.
Why?
Her front door's broken.
What's wrong with the front door?
The deadlock actually doesn't lock, and they just always have problems with the front door. And now they don't even have a key, so I just went right out the back door.
We went to the front door. There's no problem.
Oh, I don't know. I thought there was a problem.
How does Sarah usually get in?
Through the back door.
She uses the back door?
Unless she has a key. She hasn't had a key. Because at that one time.
So you went to work. Did you communicate with Sarah at any point after you left her house that day?
No, I didn't have my phone. I actually left work while I was at work to go to my house, tear everything apart looking for my phone.
What do you mean you didn't have your phone?
I didn't have my phone on me that night.
Where was your phone?
I have no idea. Still don't know. You guys have it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened with my phone that day, but I just remember going to work, realizing I didn't have it, and yeah.
How do you left her house without your phone?
I guess so. I could have lost it at like 2 o'clock. My mom told me that they found the phone in the Draper's driveway. I could have lost it when I was moving.
So you didn't realize you lost your phone until you got to work?
Yeah. I tried not to use my phone as much as possible.
Why?
I don't know. Distraction. All different social medias. I just call, text. I don't really use it too often. And I was spending time with her, so I didn't even, you're probably talking, I wasn't even worried about my phone. But I usually use my phone a lot at work, because there's times where it's slow, and I'll just stand in the back on my phone. That's why I started looking for it then at work, because I realized I didn't have it.
So you don't think you use your phone a lot?
No. I mean, I'd say probably like an average person. Nothing too crazy. Nothing.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have a Samsung Galaxy. I think it's I don't even know what it's called. Now it's dead, so I couldn't.
That's your new phone?
Yeah, it's the one I just bought at Walmart Saturday morning.
And why'd you buy that phone?
I couldn't find my other phone, and I need a phone. I have multiple employers and stuff like that, so I want to make sure they can get a hold of me.
Have you communicated with people about Sarah on that phone?
Yeah, actually, I talked to Maggie, my ex-girlfriend, that she had, I told you about earlier. We spoke on the phone yesterday about everything that's been happening.
What did she say about Sarah?
She was just saying, well, a few years ago, we had a conversation, while we were still dating about Sarah, because her mental state has always been bad. She's always had problems, and Maggie said if Sarah were to ever kill herself, that she would kill herself too, because she would be the one to blame, because she couldn't help her. And I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't going to hurt herself when she found out about all of this. And she's not going to, hopefully, but she just wanted to talk about everything.
Maggie and Sarah friends?
Yeah. Not as much as they used to be.
Maggie's your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
W-A-S-A-C-Z. Wazak. The Z is silent.
Where does she live?
She lives in Wall. Same street that Shark River Park is on. I guess it's Gully Road.
And she's also friends with Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
His phone ended up in Draper's driveway, the exact house he was moving Sarah's belongings to that afternoon. He claims he didn't notice it was gone until he got to work. And yet, the very next morning, before Sarah had even been reported missing for 24 hours, he's at Walmart buying a new one. He doesn't say he was worried about Sarah. He says he needed it for his employers. Then he gets caught in a small but telling lie. The front door was broken, he says, explaining why he left through the back. The detectives already checked. There was nothing wrong with it.
Does Sarah use her phone a lot?
I guess so, yeah. I know she has a laptop, though, so she could do most of her internet stuff on her laptop.
On her laptop?
Yeah.
Did you try reaching Sarah after you left her house?
No, there's no way I could have.
Your house line?
My house line?
Yeah.
I don't have a house line. I live in a house with my roommate. I have my cell phone. He has his cell phone.
What about at your mom's house? It's right on the same property, right?
Yeah. Pretty much, but no, I just went straight to work. Straight home, straight to work.
Did you ever talk to Sarah on her house line?
No. I know that she talks to people on her house line now because her Aunt Shirley had been calling her, I think, over the past week. I had a conversation on the house phone.
She called your number from her house line a couple times.
My cell phone number?
Mm-hmm. Why was she doing that? Why? It would be during a time that you were there at the house.
While I was at the house?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what time would that be at? Because
in the afternoon, or or right around the time that you left to go to work.
I don't know.
Did you tell her that you lost your phone?
I didn't even know that I lost my phone.
Well, when you went to work.
No, because there was no way I could have communicated with her.
Do you know her house number?
No. No idea.
Did she have her phone while you were there? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw her phone.
Where was it?
In her hands, and she was texting Robin. I guess she was texting Robin. She was communicating with somebody before we initially left the house to go across the street. Yeah. That's weird that she would use her house phone. You haven't been able to find her cell phone? I don't know if you guys can tell me that.
Do you know where her cell phone is?
No, I have no idea. But probably on her. Wherever it is.
You understand the importance of telling us everything and anything that Sarah shared with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Friday and any time before that, right?
Yeah. That's why I've been trying to tell you about my ex-girlfriend and stuff that would normally just be nothing. I just want to make sure you guys know everything. We have had situations where she's tried to hurt herself in the past that I actually didn't even remember. It wasn't until Maggie called me yesterday and reminded me about my 16th birthday. She had tried to cut herself.
Where?
At our friend Jenny McKinney's house in Red Bank, or Little Silver.
Where did she cut herself?
In a bathroom.
Where in her body?
On her arm.
Where in her?
Her wrist.
With what?
I guess it was a knife. I wasn't too involved in this situation. It was mostly Maggie.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
Do you think Sarah would have the means to leave?
Not without her car. That's her only means of transportation. I don't understand why if she was going to go anywhere, she wouldn't go without her car.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you helped her box up all these personal belongings, and you helped her carry these belongings to a neighbor's house, and you accepted belongings. Did you accept the bins on Friday as well, or this?
Yeah.
How did they get to your house?
We dropped it off. It wasn't on Friday though. It was 3 days ago.
Okay.
This isn't the first time we've done something like this.
So just hear me out. It doesn't make sense that you would do all these things and you would go out to lunch with her, and on the way back from Taco Bell you would you'd stop at the bank so she could take care of her money, and that you ask no questions. You don't inquire about anything. She doesn't share anything with you.
Well, I've known about it. I don't know what she could have told me, but she hasn't already told me.
What she's doing at the bank? I mean, if I was in the car with you, I'd be like, I gotta stop at the ATM to collect cash.
Well, she was just like,
I gotta deposit a check.
Like, I have to stop by the bank. That's all it was to it. I was like, alright, I'll stay in the car. Stay in the car, watch a YouTube video or something, and then we were at her house. We ate at Taco Bell.
What did you do in the car? Did you have your phone in the car?
Yeah.
At that point, you had the phone in the car?
Yeah.
So you had already dropped the belongings off across the street.
I didn't even realize that. I did have my phone on at that point. Yeah. Because I was using my phone to entertain myself while she was in the bank. So I did have my phone on me in her car.
The only thing that you guys did after leaving the bank was going back to Sarah's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go anywhere else?
No.
How did you get home from Sarah's house?
I drove my car. It was in her driveway.
Did she tell you if anybody else was coming over to her house?
No. I had no idea what her plans were for the night.
He had just been caught in a direct contradiction. First, no phone. Then, actually, yes, he had it at the bank. He doesn't miss a beat. But the detectives have already noticed something else. Sarah was calling his cell number from her house landline right around the time he claims to have left. He has no explanation for that. And sandwiched between all of it, almost as an afterthought, He volunteers that Sarah once tried to cut her wrists. Nobody asked.
I had no idea what her plans were for the night.
How long do you think you were out at the restaurant, Taco Bell, and the bank before he let you leave her? How you bring the stuff across the street to the neighbor? You go to Taco Bell. Who drives to Taco Bell?
She did. My car's having a lot of problems.
Okay.
But it must have been around 4 o'clock when we got back.
So you got there at what time?
Probably sometime after 2. Around 2. Helped her hang out. I mean, not hang out. I helped her get some stuff from her attic, from around the house, put it in these containers. She taped them up 4 times, and we went across the street.
So you think you got there after 2?
I honestly have no idea. When was the initial phone call? Was it 1 o'clock?
That you communicated with her?
Yeah.
It was, just before 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It must have been 1:30, 2 o'clock when I got to her house.
You called her or she called you?
I called her.
You called her?
Mm-hmm. We had no plans to hang out that day. Beforehand.
And he wanted to talk to Ryan.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I told the guy out there that my car's parked on Main Street. I don't know if I've been here for 2 hours yet, but...
Oh.
No, you'll be alright. You'll be
Don't worry
alright.
about
You're fine.
We stepped out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably wondering where we were going. Your dad is here right now.
Oh.
Your dad came down.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that you told him that you were coming down here?
I was coming here. Yeah.
So your mom contacted an attorney on your behalf, and your dad contacted an attorney on your behalf. So there's now, you now have 2 attorneys that are expressing an interest to represent you. We're not going to talk to you any further today. We do appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
If you hang tight here, I think your dad and maybe one of the attorneys, I don't know, would want to talk to you.
Oh.
So kind of just, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to, but we're done, talking to you at this point for today. So we appreciate it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Liam.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, Liam.
Thank you again.
It's just about 4:55. We'll bring him right in.
Okay.
Talk to you, okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm just gonna pull this closer.
Yeah.
Liam walked out of that interrogation room believing he had done enough. He had built his story carefully. The troubled girl, the volatile father, the Canada plan, the body that would never be found. And for a while, it almost worked. The case stalled. Investigators had no body, no physical evidence, and a suspect who had spent over an hour performing grief for the cameras. But Liam couldn't stay quiet. He reached out to his friend Anthony Curry, the filmmaker, and asked to meet. What he didn't know was that Curry had already gone to the police, troubled by a conversation they'd had on Thanksgiving, just 1 week before Sarah disappeared. That night, Liam had pitched him a movie idea: strangle a girl, steal her inheritance, throw the body off a bridge. Curry thought it was dark fiction. Then Sarah vanished, and Liam started messaging him daily on Snapchat, asking if the police had questioned him. That's when Curry knew it wasn't a movie. In January 2017, police wired Curry's car and sent him to meet Liam at a hangout spot in Bradley Beach. Liam patted him down for a wire, then confessed away. On camera, he described strangling Sarah for 30 minutes.
Or you had her so tight that it was like...
I pretty much hung her, like, I picked her up and had her just, like, dangling off the ground, and she just pissed herself, and
because you lose control of your
said
balance.
my name, and then that was it. And it took me a half an hour to kill her. I thought I was going to be able to choke her out and have her out in, like, a couple minutes.
Choked her out for 30 minutes.
I choked her out, and then she was just laying there having a seizure or something. So then I got a shirt and I just shoved it down her throat.
He set a timer on his phone to track it. He talked about her dog, about the money, about how disappointed he was that the lockbox only had $10,000 instead of the $100,000 he expected. He laughed. He was arrested shortly after. In February 2019, a Monmouth County jury convicted Liam McAtasney on all 7 counts: first-degree murder, robbery, conspiracy, desecration of human remains, and more. His accomplice, Preston Taylor, who drove the car and helped throw Sarah's body off the bridge, pleaded guilty and testified against him. In June 2019, Liam McAtasney was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 10 years for desecration of human remains. Sarah Stern's body was never recovered. She was 19 years old.